All right, guys, welcome back. So I'm going to do my best to speak as loud as I can. I do not have a microphone for my laptop yet, so I'm going to try to just work with me a little if you can. I'm going to try to just use the default microphone, built into the laptop. So hopefully we can get through it. And then by the time I do another tutorial like this, hopefully I'll be more equipped. I really did not realize the response that I was going to get from you guys, wanting to see how a video is actually made. This will really make or break, your decision as to if you want to pursue something like this, because it's a lot of work. When you see people asking for, viewers to subscribe and everything, it's kind of like a mental, it's like a form of willpower. It kind of keeps the editor going. You have to have 1,000, you have to have at least 1,000 subscribers on YouTube before they'll even consider monetizing you. And then you have to have, I believe it's 5,000 watch hours within a month. And that is calculated from the viewer's watch time. So, then YouTube keeps 40% of whatever you make plus taxes. You really need a couple, close to 100,000 subscribers before you'll even see any kind of, revenue. So, most of us do this because we just enjoy seeing what people, seeing people's reaction to it. So I like to help people, and it keeps me busy. It keeps me out of my head. That's why I do the craft that I do. And then I do this to share the information. So, yeah, I like to talk a lot sometimes. So I apologize for that. We're going to do the video that I took last night. Okay. This is Filmora, by the way. All right. You can use Filmora for free, but they're going to put a nice big old watermark in the bottom of your screen. So this first video, I'm going to show you exactly how I do my videos using the program that I use. Then my next video, I have a couple built into my cell phone. So I got to figure out a way that I can mirror my activity on my cell phone so I can show you guys how I would edit on my cellular phone. I will tell you, if you don't have a laptop and if that's the only thing that you have, then yes, there are ways to do it. It can be done. But if you have a Windows computer or an Apple computer, then you definitely will see that this is probably the route that you want to go. The features are so much more. You have so much more that you can do on a desktop or a laptop computer as opposed to a cell phone. So it looks pretty scary right now, I'm sure. This is a test video that I did earlier, so we can get that out of there. My video that I did last night was the third video of my triptych. The two paintings that I did were on the live video. So I'm just going to go to, this is, basically my desktop. So this is where I keep my videos in here. I'm going to find my video, which should be at the very bottom. Yes, I have a lot of videos, I know. Almost there. Give it just a second. Yeah, I think I have like 200 YouTube videos on my computer, and I haven't. Did I go the wrong way? I went the wrong way. I'm such a dummy. Here we go. Yesterday. Alright, so this video is 17 minutes long. Like I said in a post earlier on Facebook, I really try to keep my videos anywhere between or up to 20 to 30 minutes. It gives people a chance to skip around. It has more information in there than, you could possibly ever want, and it doesn't go exceptionally long. Even though 30 minutes might be a lot of time for some people, but you know, prepping and doing a pour and explaining some details, it does take a while. So, all right. First thing is, you know, I went to import. I imported my video. It's right here. The cool thing about Filmora is it actually stores some of your previous like images that, you know, you might have brought in. You would always import your image by clicking import. That is a very common feature across video editors. You can also get there from file, you know, a new project, open, save, import, there it is. You know, lots of stuff that you need to learn, but for the most part, import brings everything into the program. So I also, now that I have my video, which is right here, it's always your most recent add into your import box is always going to be the bottom, like the last one. So I click the plus sign and it loads up into here. All right. This is frame by frame. YouTube does 1080p, and that's basically the screen resolution and how big it's going to display view to viewers. So I don't know too much about screen resolution, but it is pretty standard across the board, at least for us. You get into anything more or, you know, higher screen resolutions, the files get bigger and everything else. Over here is a zoom bar. So I can hit this and I can pull to the right and you can see it's zooming in on every frame. So here is the 10-second mark right here. So basically, I don't have it zoomed all the way in. Okay, but there you have it. Here's 1 picture, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so like I was saying about the zoom bar, the more you zoom in, the more frames you can see. So let's say there's a specific spot where you spilled a cup of paint, okay, and you want to cut that out of your video. So by zooming in allows you to see further in depth into your video, frame by frame. So like you could see me move my hands a little here, like the tips of my fingers, and then I move my hand away. Or in this part here, I'm showing a painting, and I can also click on that frame right above here, and it'll show me in the preview window of what exactly I'm doing. So every frame, it's basically moving, you know, because basically that's what a video is. It's a million single images sandwiched together, you know, rolling at once, and that's what creates your video. So if I choose to zoom out a little more, I can see the whole video as one right here. So let's say I spilled that cup of paint. I know I spilled that cup of paint somewhere in the first 5 minutes of my video. So I've got a bracket of here to here where somewhere that cup of paint is going to be. So I can move anywhere in between that section of 0 to 5 minutes, find it, and then I can, let's say I spilled the paint here, okay? I can highlight that frame, and then what I would do is I would use my scissor, and I would cut it, and then I can move to the next frame, cut that, and then I would highlight that frame, right-click it, delete it, and remove it, and it would bring the right side of the video and the left side of the video together, and it would be as if the spilled paint was never there. So that's just an example, but there is so much stuff that you can do. So I'm sure you watched the video that I posted of this already. All right, so if I hit play, I hope you got a chance to catch the live video that I did last night. So I am really, really happy with my pieces. Okay, let's say right there, I really don't like that pause, and I don't like what I said. It's kind of dumb, dull, boring, you know, whatever. So I could start over. Let me go back and find it. Back. Hope you got a chance to catch the live video that I did last night. Okay, right there. I'm going to clip it, okay? Because I said, I hope you had the chance to look at the live video I did last night. Then I do that pause and some dead air. Let's play. So I am really happy with my pieces. Okay, I'm really happy with my pieces. I bet you don't care if I care that I'm happy with my pieces, right? So let's remove that, because I really don't care that I said it either. So I clipped there, I clipped here. So I highlighted basically, or I singled out this clip, this frame. It's basically, I took a picture of ribbon, okay? And one of the parts of your ribbon has a kink that you can't get out or something, or a stain or something that you don't like. So basically you're making a clip in the ribbon here and a clip in the ribbon here, and then we're going to delete it. Boom. So now it's gone. So now let's listen to it again. The live video that I did last night. So I did 2, which made it a diptych. So let's hear it from the very beginning, just so you can see exactly. Guys, so welcome back. Hope you got a chance to catch the live video that I did last night. So I did 2, which made it a diptych. So you actually, if you didn't see what I just did right there, technically you never would have known that it existed. And I do that in every single one of my videos. Because when you're recording yourself, you would be surprised how much garbage you tend to say. I mean, let's face it, guys. You're under the gun. You know, you're trying to present yourself as professionally and minimally as possible. So if you ramble on, if you take too long to explain something, you know, things like that, you're going to lose your viewer. So your best bet is to keep it short, sweet, and simple and move on to the next. You know, unless you're really, like this video, I'm not sure if there's a way I can do this quickly. I mean, I'm trying to do it the best that I know how, and that's to go through it and edit it the same way I would as if you guys weren't here. So I'm going to continue on. And I have this canvas. It's one of the first ones I did when I got my GAC 800 and I started on density pouring. So anyway, as you can see, I'm not very happy with it. And I can't sell it. I can't really do anything with it other than, you know, just keep it lying around. So anyway, we're going to pour it over. All right. And then that way it can be added to my other pieces. So this will complete the other 2 to make it a triptych. Okay. So far I'm happy with it. I'm really not rambling or, you know, stuttering or anything, but I'm really unhappy with this. My cell phone fell off the tripod and now it won't rotate. So until I get it fixed, I'm kind of doing it on an angle. So I know that when I put it on my computer, Filmora allows you to rotate your video. So what I'm going to do is right here, or really anywhere, it's just I don't want to lose the needle where I'm at right now. So right here, I'm going to right click, and then you could do a lot of stuff. You know, you can undo your last move. Let's say I deleted that and I totally forgot there was something in there that I wanted. I can undo and it'll put that, you know, the thing that the frames that I removed from that ribbon, I can undo it and put it back. I can also cut this whole piece out from, see where the line is right here? That's where I clipped that frame that I didn't want. So let's say I don't want any of this. I could cut it and totally take it out of the bar. I can split it right here where the needle is. You know, maybe I have an advertiser that's gonna, you know, give me some type of advertisement to put in the middle right there. Who knows? It could be anything. Okay, but I'm gonna go to edit, and this is like my favorite little box. I use this all the time. So all I would do is rotate, and it rotates my you know, my video to the right. So now when I upload this to my channel, you guys are going to see it on a full screen. You're not going to see the black bars on either side. And that's one thing I absolutely love about Filmora. Let's say I don't want those paints over here. I keep pointing at the screen thinking you guys are seeing what I'm doing, because I've never done this before. All right, but let's say I don't want it this way. My hands are going to be over here, because I was standing at my table this way, you know, looking on. So I could also go to the left, and I can move it that way, or I can move me upside down, whatever. I am going to leave it to the right, though. I can also adjust contrast in my piece, you know, lighter, darker, whatever. There's also a reset button right here in case I did something in this box that I didn't like. This is where I can speed up my video. Where you guys see me pour or mix my paints a lot, and you don't, you know, I'm not going to make you sit through all that mixing, then this is where I can speed it up. You know, right now it's at 1, and that's just the normal speed. Every step up is 2 times as fast, 3 times, you know, I usually put it on 8. And 8 usually is, it's almost like a fast forward button on a VCR. That's the best way to describe it on the level 8. Every video editor that allows you to speed up your video, they're all different. You have to mess with them and mess with the speed and see what it does. So, like, I'll show you something real quick. So let me put it on 8, okay? Just so you could see. Not only did my video go from 17 minutes down to 2 minutes and 10 seconds. Let's listen. Eight times the normal speed of your video is pretty quick. You could do it faster, but we didn't want to do that. So this is where I will come in and I will hit my undo button. All right, and it's back to the way it was. Everything's good all over again. So, back to edit. Let's see. Most of the rest, okay. So I have another video on my channel where I actually do a pour, and then I played it in reverse. So we can even do that for this video, just so you could see exactly what it looks like. I will show you in just a second. Okay, so I already mixed the paints this time. If you would like to see how I mix my paints, I'll put a link in on the top of the screen right here. And then there's a couple videos. Actually, it's like the most 5 recent videos, I believe. It goes into details of mixing my paints. But you're welcome to browse around. And if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. So, same colors as last night from the same color scheme. This is... Okay, so for the sake of the tutorial, let's clip it right there and just get to me pouring, okay? Around, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. All right, so I'm going to clip. Now, I want to find, I really don't need the rest of it. I will put the whole video for you guys to see, okay? Actually, let me save this real quick. Save project as. Now, saving project will always save it to whatever default name your video editor came up with. As allows you to make an additional copy from the first copy without interrupting it. You know, let's put triptych January, or January, let's put 3, okay? That way I know it's my 3rd piece of my triptych in January, because we're almost out of January anyway. So, yeah, I'm going to save it there, okay? That way I can come back with everything I've already done and pick up where I left off, so I can actually post this video without, I'm going to post the pour without the tutorial, and then I'm going to post the pour with the tutorial so you guys can see it, you know, firsthand, just the pour itself, and then me actually editing the video. Alright, so we clipped it right there where I stopped talking. Now we want to find out exactly where I started to pour. And I can also grab a hold of this white tab right here, and I can hold it with my mouse, and I can slide and see how it's playing it backwards. I can stop right, wait a minute, what was I doing? Okay, right there. Alright, so I'm going to delete this. Sometimes Filmora just stays right where, you know, I deleted that clip at 3 minutes and 40 seconds, so the needle's going to stay there, but now I have to backtrack a little bit. So now you'll see from the spot that I was, where I was talking about my canvas, and you'll see me go right into pouring. But you're welcome to browse around, and if you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. Both of the paintings. Okay, so right there, both the paintings, how I said that, I don't need that there either. So let me delete that. See how I cut that frame? Actually, let me go back so I can just show you. I moved my needle right here, then I hit the cut mark, which caused, it was already cut here. I cut it right there, and now I'm going to delete that because I didn't want those 2 words that I just said. So then I'm going to replay it again. If any questions, I'll be happy to answer them. So we'll put some orange down first, and then I'll add. So really, it's pretty flawless now, right? I went from telling you about my question, or, you know, answering your questions, and now I'm into, you know, loading my paint into the bowl. And then I'll add some white in there as well, like right in there. Maybe bring some white off to the side. Oh man, I know there was something in the bottom of this cup, and I'm just gonna have to dig it out later. There's nothing I can do about it now. Wow, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Can you see that? I put some color shift in there. I put some color shift in the first. Okay, so ultimately, this is going okay. I'm really, you know, I'm happy with it for now. So, did I start mixing? Wait a minute. Shift in the first painting, and I forgot to put it in the second one, so we're gonna add it in right here now. I forgot to mix it until now. All right, I'm gonna put a clip right here because I believe I'm still mixing all the way for another 30 seconds. Yeah, see how I'm still mixing? I don't need to put you guys through that. This was not that kind of video, you know. This was just, you saw plenty of it the other night in the live video and all the other videos that I've done, so I'm not going to make you do it again. But when you're filming, a lot of times that stuff doesn't go through your head until you're actually, you know, sitting through and editing your video. Alright, so I'm going to clip it there. Alright, so now this part was with me mixing, running my mouth some more, so we're going to take it out. Okay, so now so far we're at 2 minutes and probably, 10 seconds of good video so far. It's not a bad deal. I mean, you use the same amount of paint. Wait a minute, what was I talking about?
I forgot to mix it until now. It's not a bad deal. I mean, you use the same amount of paint, but you're definitely going to use a lot less medium.
Okay, so yeah, I was going on about the Flow Aid recipe again. I really don't need to do that either, so that's gone. So I did the same thing as I did before. I highlighted the clip that I wanted to remove, and then I right-clicked and deleted.
So I'm getting ready to try it with all kinds of other mediums just to see how it works out. I do have Liquitex. That is going to be my next video. I'm going to try, or one of my next videos, I'm going to try to...
Blah, 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 blah. Alright, so right here, I don't want to delete it because I'm getting ready to pour the magenta, but I definitely don't want to, you know, go from one part of my video to another with me talking about two different things. You guys are going to be like, what is she talking about? So what I do is I will isolate the clip right here by, you know, clipping the scissors, and then I can highlight this frame right here, all right, where this was all that extra talking of not needing to, you know, I've removed part of my conversation. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to do audio detach. That allows me to take all of the audio out of that isolated frame right here. And then what I do is I click on the audio. That's my voice. It removed my voice and all sound out of the video. And I'm deleting it and it's gone. So now when you hit play, the video is moving, but Jen's not talking anymore. And we're also to the point now where even though the talk is gone, actually, that was just an example, really. Yep, we're going to get rid of that whole frame. So, let me back up just a little bit to see how it goes.
So we're going to add it in right here now. I forgot to mix it until now. Use it.
Alright, so same thing as before. Use it. I have no idea what I was saying because I've already removed part of the clip. So I used my scissor. I isolated that again right in here. And I'm going to highlight it, right click, and delete it. And that's all it is,
to mix
guys.
it until now and see how that goes.
Okay, so mix it till now and see how that goes. I can definitely live with that.
This is pretty. Magenta's light, so let me do heavy.
Alright, so
right there.
I am going to finish editing the removal of my, I call it dead air or dead space. It's basically, you know, it's just used up storage, you know. I don't need to have you guys sitting here watching, you know, me scrumble around for a piece of wax paper or, you know, taking the time to open up a new bottle of paint or whatever the reason. So I'm going to keep the camera rolling, but I know when I come back to edit it later, like I'm doing now, I know that I can isolate those specific things. You know, I was doing a video the other night and my boyfriend came through the door, you know, hollering like a drunken sailor. So I had to, you know, cut the video and remove him cussing his lungs out. And I was like, I'm filming. And that's all on the video. You know, he's like, oh my gosh, I'm sorry. So yeah, I had to take about 30 seconds out of gibberish. That was just no point for it to be there. But, you know, plenty of times the dog's barking and I got to take him out. There's just so much stuff you can do. And nobody knows. That's the best part about editing this stuff. And, okay. So another couple things I'm going to show you real quick. Let's say from, let's go back a little bit. Here to here, where I actually changed what I was doing. Wait a minute. I forgot to rotate that. So I right click, edit, go to my rotate. And I rotate. If you accidentally do something, okay. I thought I widened the video for a second, but I didn't. So I went to undo, and it fixed this again, as if I didn't, rotate it. So let me rotate that again. All right, but what I was saying is from here, I'm going through from a, clear space to having my canvas sit there. So I can put my needle right here, and I can clip it, and then I can do something called a transition. Let me get out of that. So I'm going to go to a transition, and this is some cool stuff. This basically, it introduces one frame to the next in the form of some type of digital transition. So you might see me do this a lot, and I really enjoy stuff like this. So right here, I know it shows a picture of a girl, but it's just there. It's Filmora's example showing you what the transition is going to look like before you add it to your video. So I would hit play up here in the preview box. Did you see that? In case you didn't. And there's all different kinds of stuff. All different kinds of transitions that you can use. This is like, turning a, maybe not, but some are like turning a page. Some are like a distortion. There's all different kinds of stuff that you can use. This is like a kaleidoscope swirl kind of thing. I use that a lot. This is like a shuttered barcode kind of thing. You get the idea. But, it just has tons and tons of transitions that you can use. Here's a heart. A star. You can download sound effects off of YouTube. Like one of them was Mario from Nintendo. Getting the mushroom, how it makes that kind of thing. You can assign that sound effect right as the same time the star is happening. It's pretty neat. And of course, they're all listed here, like lifestyle. So it's going to be some of these, a speed blur that's like warping and everything. But for the sake of the tutorial, let's just go with something simple. And that's a fisheye roll. So we'll add that right there. Okay. What you'll see, where did it go? Oh, why did you do that to me? It went right there, but I can pull it and move it right there. Okay. So let's see our fisheye roll. Go back. So right there. Okay. So going from the wax paper to the canvas.
I have this canvas. It's one of the first ones I did. I have this canvas. It's one of the first ones I did when I got my GAC 800 and I started on density pouring.
Okay, so that was the one. This was the frame that was supposed to go. So now we're going to go back ahead to when I was getting ready to pour. Okay, guys, so like I said, we've covered pretty much most of the basics. There is a couple other things. Filters is just different things that you can do to each individual frame or a cluster of frames. This is really cool. There's, when I'm lifting my cup, I could put this filter on and make it look really cool for a second. I mean, there's just a lot. And there's quite a few video editors, if not, let's say like 8 out of 10 of them, that will offer certain type of, augmented filter. Then you have overlays, and then, overlays is just borders around your frame or your video. You can have a film reel, make it look like, old-fashioned, or stars, bubbles, you name it, all kinds of stuff, okay? Elements. So right here, when I'm getting ready to lift my cup, I could put something that says, let's go. Or, you know, if I say something funny and I know, or I think you guys are going to laugh, I could put a smiley face. You know, a lot of people do videos with their pets. You know, I can give you tons of examples, but you could probably figure it out. Split screen, I could actually do a video with no sound and I can have two pours going at once. This would be great for collaborations. So for those of you who might already have a channel, let's say you contact me and you want to do a collaboration, you could send me the video or vice versa, and we could put ourselves visually onto the screen, you know, with a split screen. So the top would be me pouring and the bottom would be you pouring, and we go all the way through as a collaboration. And we could actually, like, we could film each other at the same time and have it play on the screen at the same time. There's a couple other video editors out there. I believe DaVinci Resolve is one of them. They actually made a couple of movies using that editor, and it's totally free. It's online. I'll do my best to do some research for you guys and get some free ones out there. Filmora specifically, it's $60. I managed, a friend of mine gave me the software that I have now, but it's like a one-time fee for $60, and they have a bunch of upgrades and stuff. But for somebody first starting out, I don't know, you know, I would highly recommend trying some of the free video editors first and make sure that this is truly something that you're going to be interested in. A lot of people, you know, do not realize how hard of a job this is. You know, I mean, I cut corners all the time. Like when I come in to do a video, I open up my previous video and I load my new video before my previous video that I did. So basically my video that I did 2 days ago is now at the back, and my new video goes in front right here in this ribbon bar. And I, you know, move all of the roses in the beginning when you see my logo and everything. I move all that down to the video that I'm trying to edit, and then as soon as I get all those presets that I have moved into the new video, then I delete the old video and I save my file as a new file. And that seems to work for me. I do have a lot of presets filled in the beginning when you do see all of the rose petals in my my logo. That's on text and credit, and then I have it saved under custom. So right in here you can see this is where I have my Res Inspired and my name. I was formerly Ink Insomniac, and you know, that is a preset in itself. So I can add that anywhere in my video that I want to, along with the other one I have saved is, you know, my cry for subscribe. And it's really, you know, it almost makes you sound desperate, but when you put that much work into something and you don't get paid for it, you know, it's nice to have people subscribing to your channel because it just makes you feel like you're doing a good job. Like I said before, it just takes so many subscribers to even become monetized in the first place. So a lot of us are just doing this as a hobby in itself. But it is nice to be noticed and, you know, recognized. So that's why a lot of us do that subscribe, because eventually one day we hope to be monetized. But YouTube recently, within the past year, I believe, they really tightened their grip on their stipulations and requirements to even get you to the point of a paycheck. So it's a long, rough road, and you know, it's cutthroat. You don't stay at the top unless you keep yourself at the top and you work hard towards it. So anyway, these are all the different presets. I can switch it up as I want if I want, but these are the ones that I have saved for myself. But then there's other ones, you know, there's these, like I said, I can put titles. I can put something in the lower third of the screen. I've done that a couple times. If there's something that I forgot to add in, I might add it there. Subtitles, who knows? You could use it for anything. The ending credits, if I had a bunch of people or somebody collaborating with me, then I could put it here, or if I had a camera person, whatever. And then, of course, my favorites, I can mark something as a favorite. So, other than that, that's pretty much it. But we'll go ahead and add music to this real quick. Whoops, I hope I didn't move that. So right here, I'm getting ready to start layering my paints into my cup. You can see right here that I have like my orange cup. I want to make sure my audio is detached. So I right click and I click on detach audio. Okay. And then I'm going to scroll to the right, go to the next set of frames. Now, every time you see a break here, if I didn't put it there, usually it means that I paused my camera on my phone, or I stopped my video and then restarted it again. There's other reasons for breaks, not just put there by the scissor, by me clicking on the scissor. So I go to the next set and then audio, detach it there. Go all the way down again. And you can also hold the control key and then you can click multiple frames. And then, no, you can't. I apologize. I thought you could. But see, I'm still learning myself. But right click, audio detach, audio detach. Now, there's a couple people who asked me about a voiceover. I'll show you that at the end because I think we're just about almost to the end. Audio detach. Whoops. All right, well, audio detach. One more time, maybe. Okay, we're to the end of my video. So I can hold control if I want and highlight all of these. I can also drag my mouse while holding control and just drag my mouse to the left and hold it, and it'll run all the way to the beginning of, wait a minute, I don't want to go all the way to the beginning, do I? No. There, I want to stop here. And then right click and delete. That'll delete all of my audio. Now, I want to add music. Filmora does come in with some built-in audio clips. You can favorite stuff. You can right click and add to favorite, or Alt F. Then you can, you can click on it and you can play it in your preview box. Okay, let's say, let's do that. So we're going to add it. You could do a couple things at this point. Filmora allows you to have a fade in to your audio. So you can fade in for a total of 5 seconds. So you would right click and go to edit like I just did. And then you can fade in or fade out. So in this case, we want to fade in. So we highlight that and move it all the way to 5 seconds. The other thing is, since the pour is, it's not too long, but you know how I speed up the pours in a bunch of my videos, we can click on that, and I'm holding control. So I highlighted that frame and that frame as I'm holding control. And I go down to the next one, click and click, still holding control on the keyboard. Highlighting, highlighting, highlighting. Okay, so while I'm holding control, I can right click this frame. I'll go to edit. And then this is the part where I will increase my speed to 8 that I was telling you about earlier. There you go. So, did you see it jump down? It was more on I think it was 10 minutes or so, and it went to 1 minute and 25 seconds, something like that. I don't know the actual ratio, but from what my trial and error and everything, I know that 8 is not too bad. at all. It's not too fast, it's not too slow. I like to use it all the way up until the cells develop, and then I slow it down a little more. But when I'm pouring paint and drizzling it into the cup, 8 is a pretty good speed for me. And then edit again, move it to 8. Now sometimes I can't get it to land on 8. You could actually go and manually hit 8. There it went. There it is. Okay. I'm going to go again. And then this is the part where I actually flipped my bowl, I believe. So let me edit. You can also start slowing it down if you want. You can actually go up to 100 times the speed, and that is like lightning fast. If I put it on 100%, my video would probably be like 3 seconds long. It's crazy. Okay, so 8. Come on, there we go. Sometimes it's a real big pain in the butt to do with a mouse. All right, so this is the part where I lifted my bowl, right? So a lot of the times I've been doing this way too quickly, and I've caught myself, and I'm very, very unhappy with the video. Whoops, let me delete that. That's the audio. The audio detach. So I'm going to go to edit, and instead of 8, I'm going to put it on 6. That way you guys can at least watch me tilt it around. You can watch cells develop slower than, lightning fast, basically. And then we'll go to the next frame. Right click. Let's also put it at a 6 again. Right click, edit, put it on 6. So, and that's all you do. You just keep going every time there's a break in your video or anything that you've edited. And it's all just really overly repetitive, you guys. It's once you learn the basic fundamentals of editing a video, it does come easy. The hard part is watching your video over again and eliminating any flaws or, mistakes that you might have, catching them, and then fixing them to where your video is a lot more presentable than what you first started with. Okay. So let's say, I believe right here is where I actually started showing you what my painting looked like. So we're going to clip it right here. And I'm also going to put it on 6 again. So the next frame where I'm zooming through my video to show you what everything looks like, I really don't want to do that fast. So we'll just keep it just the way it is and at normal speed. The audio is already detached out of it. So at this point, for those of you who are curious to know about a voiceover, this is how we would do the voiceover. Let me show you. Click the microphone over here. A little window pops up. When I click this microphone, it's going to count down from 3 and expect me to start speaking, okay? Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you don't mind, please give me a thumbs up. And if you like my videos so far, please subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out. And if you're enjoying my videos as well, I will put out a new live every Thursday. And I hope to see you next week. Thanks and have a good night. All right, I think I screwed it up. But let's just do it again just to see what happened. Or let's play it to see exactly what happened, okay?
So much for watching this tutorial. I hope you enjoyed it. If you don't mind, please give me a thumbs up, and if you like my videos so far, please subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out. And if you're enjoying my videos as well, okay, I don't even want to hear the rest because I already know I don't like it. So let's do our voiceover again. We'll try again. I'm trying to get my thoughts together real quick as how and what I'm gonna say. All right. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. This concludes today's tutorial. If you're enjoying my videos, please give me a like. And if you want to see more, subscribe to my channel, and you'll be notified anytime I release a new video. You'll be notified on your specific media device if you hit the bell. If not, you'll be notified anytime you go to YouTube. Thanks again for watching. Have a great night, and we'll see you next time. All right. Maybe that was a little bit better. I don't know. I get nervous, as I'm sure you will too. And, you know, I hope you're okay with me sharing this with you because it is really nerve-wracking. And maybe that's why it's making me nervous. So let's try again and see let's try it and see how it sounds. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. This concludes today's tutorial. If you're enjoying my videos, please give me a like. And if you want to see more, subscribe to my channel, and you'll be notified anytime I release a new video. You'll be notified on your specific media. Okay, I should have just stopped it right there. So, yeah, let's do that as a matter of fact. And if you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. Boom. Okay. Let's cut it. So right there, I clipped the scissors. I right-clicked right here, and I'm deleting the audio. Now let's say, let me hear it one more time, see if I want to add anything else. Well, guys, thank you so much for watching. This concludes today's tutorial. If you're enjoying my videos, please give me a like. And if you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. What's going on? Please give me a like, and if you want to see more, subscribe to my channel. Okay, maybe I cut it too early. I don't know. I guess we have to do it over. You get the idea, I'm sure. Hopefully third time's a charm. Well, guys, this concludes today's tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying my videos, please subscribe to my channel or at least give me a thumbs up. I hope to put out a new live video every week and a new pouring video every couple of days. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I really don't care at this point. I think it's okay. You know, it's just constant repetitiveness. It really is. The only thing that changes is the colors in your pour and your technique and how it looks, you know, but the overall scheme of things when it comes to editing your video is just constant routine. Well, guys, this concludes today's tutorial. Thank you so much for watching. If you're enjoying my videos, please subscribe to my channel or at least give me a thumbs up. I hope to put out a new live video every week and a new pouring video every couple of days. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Perfect. I'm good with that. Are you good with that? I think you're good with that. I hope you would be good with that. So at this point, as I'm zooming around my painting, okay, I always leave at least 10 to 20 seconds, okay? This is where I'm going to do another video on YouTube itself, okay? This video was just geared to show you exactly what goes into editing a video. At least my videos. When you look at my videos and you want to know how I did it, this is how I did it, okay?
So this is just 3/4 of the battle, really. All right. The first quarter was doing the video itself. The next 2 quarters was editing the video, because there really is a lot of it and a lot involved into it. The final quarter of editing your video is getting it on YouTube and getting you recognized. And I'm not going to make you sit through that all in one video. So I will put out another video on how I, basically after the upload, once I get it onto my channel, what do you do next? Because if you do nothing, that's exactly what's going to happen to your video. It's going to sit there and it's going to collect dust, and you're going to fall further and further down, and the algorithm from YouTube is not going to pay you any mind whatsoever. You know, you could be the prettiest person in the world, and it doesn't matter. If you don't do anything to promote your video on your channel, it's going to crash and burn at the bottom of the algorithm. And so there's ways to get you recognized and to get your channel noticed. And I'm still learning that myself, but recently things are really starting to click. So I'm going to share some of my secrets with you, and I will put that out in the following video as well. So as for now, the final thing that I add right here at the end, this is my ending credits. And I did show you just a quick, brief, blip of it. So what I do, I go to custom, this part, I think it's this one. First I put this, okay, but I'm going to move it here. No, I'm not. I'm going to move it there, okay? That's my like and subscribe again. YouTube suggests that you put a like and subscribe at the beginning of your video and at the end. And I also have my little widget that follows throughout the video that you can always click in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. I'll show you how to add that in the next tutorial as well, because that's only on YouTube. Then here, this is my closing credit. I add that, so now you can see what it looks like. Like and subscribe for more video tutorials. It goes black there. Now that is pretty long. Normally I actually put that while my part of my video is still playing. So let's move it up just a little bit. And then so 3 minutes and 25 seconds. So for 10 seconds, I think that's pretty sufficient. So for this video, I'm going to clip it right there, right click, delete. So basically my closing credit is going to last for 10 seconds. And it's just about a wrap. I forgot the first thing in the opening credits to the video. I also have this as a preset as well. So I go back to custom. Well, I'm sorry, I'm already at custom. My text and my credits. So I add my, here, yeah, there, no, whoops, no, here, I'm going to add that. So that's my opener, okay, that's where you see the rose petals and everything. The next thing I add is my overlay, filter, opener. There it is. Okay, sorry. So I add that. I delete that text because I already have my preset, and I move my preset in. So, like always, how you see my rose petals in the beginning. Then I also go and I add my pink screen. I delete the text right here for the opener, okay, because I have my custom opener already made, and I add it right there. So when you see the beginning of my video, this is what you see.
Hi guys, so welcome back.
So I know it's moving kind of slow right now, and it's moving slow because of this OBS. I've been running it for a while, and the longer I do stuff like this, the more my computer starts to lag until I clear it. But it is all going to upload exactly the way it's supposed to. So it's just a little glitch. I mean, I don't have the best computer in the world, so I have to kind of make do with what I got. But for the most part, for 90% of this tutorial, it was pretty spot on, accurate. I can also do, like I said before, the little transitions, the dots, the grid. Yeah, let's do that one. Whoops. Hold on. Undo. Or it's going to give me problems, isn't it? Oh, well. Let's just do another one real quick. There we go. So I'm going to add that and done. All right, guys. So ultimately, we'll just play it one time real quick.
Hi guys, so welcome back. Hope you got a chance to catch the live video that I did.
There you have it. And in a nutshell, that's it. My video is now done. My tutorial is ready to be uploaded for you guys to see. So I apologize if I drug it out too long. Like I said, this is kind of like my first tutorial doing it this way. So I'm sure there's plenty of room for improvement, but I hope at least you caught some information, and I'm more than happy to answer any questions as usual. And I hope you'll hit that subscribe button, because like I did say in the tutorial, it really will help me in the long run. Thanks so much for watching, guys. We'll see you next time. Bye.